back to Breck Buzz. This is your host, Haley Littleton. It is July 2020. We are socially distanced. We are outdoors. We have our mask right by us. And I'm here with Mayor Eric Mamula.
Hi, everyone.
So thanks for joining us today. Beautiful day.
Beautiful day.
Kind of hot, but it's nice. Speaking of, we haven't done one of these in a bit.
Forgot about this.
Yeah, there's been a little bit of a global pandemic going on. I would love for you to talk a little bit more about masks. That's a hot topic. We're going to talk about it more on Thursday. So maybe give a recap of what we talked about this Tuesday, July 7th, and then what we're going to be doing tomorrow, July 9th.
So Tuesday we talked about having a mandatory mask zone. Currently, the public health order from the Summit County is that you have to wear a mask unless you can socially distance. Unfortunately, it seems like the minute people walk outside of a restaurant or retail or lodging where they're staying, they feel that they are socially distanced, even though on Main Street and Ridge Street, it's very difficult to do. So the council on Tuesday talked about a mandatory mask zone that would encompass the gondola, the Riverwalk, La Cima Mall, the Main Street Station, Main Street, Ridge Street. It'd be a carved out area that you must wear a mask when you are in that area. Whether you can socially distance or not, you must wear a mask. We've gotten great feedback from the community. This is really what the locals are hoping that we'll do. I believe that we'll pass that tomorrow and it'll go into effect immediately. We'll start with mask signage. We'll get some ambassadors out there. We don't necessarily want to write tickets because we feel that's really contrary towards helping people move along the spirit of this is you wear a mask to protect the people around you, the people you don't know around you. That's the only way to contain this virus. There is a reason that the countries in Asia that go to masks pretty much instantly have had much greater success with this virus than we have. And if everybody could just do this one thing, I think we'd be in a much better place. Listen, you got to wear shoes, you got to wear a shirt, you really should wear pants, and right now you got to wear a mask. And it's not forever. It's for maybe a couple of months, possibly a year, but it's not that long. If you're out in the backcountry, you don't have to wear it. We're talking about in the core of town where it's densely packed, there's a lot of people.
Yeah, I think the way I like to tell people is that, whether you live in Breck or you love to visit Breck, if you do love Breckenridge, a way to display that love right now is by wearing a mask.
If you don't wear a mask, if our numbers start trending the wrong way, if we get too many confirmed COVID cases amongst our local population, not only won't we be able to move in to protect your neighbor, we're going to have to go back to stay at home, which means indoor dining will get shut down. Retail will get shut down. These are things that we cannot have. We just can't. Our economy cannot stand another blow like it took from the middle of March to the start of June. We just can't. We have too many small businesses in this community that are living right now day to day. So if you're a visitor, please, 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 if you enjoy visiting us, please wear a mask. If you're a local that lives here, please wear a mask. This is so vitally crucial to our livelihood right now, I can't even tell you. So please, do the right thing, help us out, help us stay open. Otherwise, we're going to lose a bunch of businesses that have operated here for a long time. I know because I talk to these people. I know they're hanging on by a thread currently.
Yeah, and I think that's also a good point to bring up. Something we talk a lot about is our frontline workers. And if you have a complaint about a mask, who you should talk to.
Yeah, you can send me an email at mayor@townofbreckenridge.com. What you don't want to do is hassle some poor kid working in a retail store, some poor server in a restaurant, somebody working at the front desk in a lodge, and give them a hard time because of an order that comes not only through the town council, but from Summit County Public Health, from the governor of Colorado. I'm happy to talk with you about your desire to not wear a mask, but really ripping into some poor frontline worker, that is just not the way to handle yourself, at least in Breckenridge, maybe where you live, but not here. So, I know there's a lot of stuff on YouTube now. I know people are trying to make a stand about their rights and whatever. Listen, this is for the protection of my community. my business community, my local community. If we can't get our kids back to school this fall, it will be devastating to the children that live here year round. Sure, my kid doesn't want to go back to school because he'd like to ski, but honestly, that only lasts for so long. The last semester of school, where the kids were at home all the time, was detrimental not only to the educational health of these kids, but to the mental health. So we cannot have this again. So the right thing to do is the right thing to do. Wear a mask, socially distance, wash your hands, get a test if you're sick, and if you're sick, please do not go out.
Yeah.